Can't believe how fast it's going.
May 22nd, 2019. And guess what? Oh, I had somebody pass right by me.
I saw that.
And she's laughing. And
hi, Lynn. How are you? Good morning.
He said good morning. May 22nd, 2019. And you have reached Rise and Grind 24/7 with Herb here in South Carolina. And she is, now I was thinking, I wish I could go like this and go, and here's Jenna.
Like the Johnny Carson show.
Yeah.
I love it. Good morning, Herb. Good morning, everybody. Rise and Grind. Happy hump day. It is going to be another stellar day here in New York. Not as quite as hot as, South Carolina and Florida. You guys have it.
Oh my God. This weekend's going to go 102.
Oh, no. I have to say, I'm probably the only one who appreciates a little hot, right? My whole family hates it. So like that, we'll never be able to move. And I was talking to a friend of mine who's from New York, and she's like, you got the bomb.com down there. 780 is perfect. And you know what? Everybody's ideal. Perfect. Yeah, but everybody's ideal of perfect that got me thinking is so different, because when I tell people 70, 80, and the ones that are the true, people that love the heat, they're like, holy shit. I love basking in the 90-degree, and you know what? God bless. And then I have other people say, listen, I'm right by the beach. I work all day. I don't even see the beach. I'm in my air conditioning home. I have the AC cranking for the third day in a row, and it's only 75.
We always have the AC going. But I like 75 to 85. I could live like that all year long.
And that's what you do. You're lucky because predominantly your weather there is that. It's really just brutal in the summer.
In the summer, it gets very, very brutal.
So what I was going to say is, like, you have the ideal weather all year round. Like, people vacation where you live, which is awesome, right? True. And then we get all the tourist people that are like, you're so lucky. You're in the, the metropolis. You're in New York. A lot of the Europeans come and they go to Broadway shows. So everywhere you live, there's like perks and quirks and pros and cons, and just be happy wherever you are. God put you there for.
Be content in where you're placed.
Yeah, and we all have choices.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Now, I was just talking to the woman that passed by at the beginning of the show, Lynn, and it just, somebody was saying on Facebook how much I think it was Colorado, and they missed Colorado or something, and I said, well, you don't really hear that too often, but I said, I can say till I'm blue in the face, I miss Connecticut because it's home.
Well, yeah.
It's home, but do I like South Carolina? Yeah, I do. I mean, I like the weather. I like,
Even if you didn't, you're a tree. You're not a tree, as I say. I'm sorry. You're not a tree. If you didn't like it there, you'd move, and that's, I guess that's what I was trying to say. Like, wherever you're at, be happy with it. And we know you're not going to be Susie Sunshine all day long about it. There'll be times like, oh my God, I have to tell you this story real quick.
It is Jen's story time. Go ahead.
I was on the back, and I'm on my phone for like an hour. I don't know if you could tell. I got like a little burn. I was putting protection on me, but I got red because I'm very fair now. I don't really go out in the sun much, but if I do, I get like a little reddish, and then all of a sudden I have that olive skin, so I'll get really, really dark. Anyhow,
me too.
Yeah. So, I just make sure I put like 40 protection because of all that, skin cancer jargon. But anyhow, I'm on the phone, and, I'm just talking to somebody, and it was a client, and there's a big dragonfly I've never seen it like it. It was literally so big. It decided to land on my shoulder, freaked me out. That was it.
I'm sure.
I went inside. Because what's happening in New York now is we're getting the same kind of bugs that y'all getting in the South.
Y'all down south get those bugs.
Yeah, and those, I don't do bugs. That's why I like Game of Thrones. I can do blood. I can't do bug.
Palmetto bugs get as big as this down here. The first time one came near me when I moved down here, I got, excuse my language, people, but I said, what the fuck is that?
Right, exactly. And you find yourself doing that because you're from New York or you're from Connecticut. You don't see stuff like that.
Never saw something like that before.
But
And,
here's what's the scary part
and
is
the people down here going, that's just a palmetto.
yeah, with the global warming, we
Yeah.
are getting tropical weather, guys, okay? So
Mhm.
those bugs are coming. The great white shark was here, for God's sake.
I know.
So, I
I
mean,
know.
New York, is so
New
expensive to
York.
live here, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people say, oh, how do you live in New York? You must be rich, right? Well, here's what I'm going to tell you. New York is very expensive to live in, right? But now that the weather is getting tremendously beautiful, everybody wants to move here, but guess what? They're not. You know why? Because you can go to Myrtle Beach, you can go to Florida and save on those income taxes.
Oh, definitely.
You're a
Definitely.
business owner. You really think you're going to park yourself here? No, you can have a residence in New York, an apartment or whatever. But your mobile office can be anywhere.
That's why in Connecticut they're doing tolls and everything because the taxes in there are just like outrageous.
Sick.
And
Connecticut, New Jersey, New York, you literally have to be rich to live here. That's what the connotation is. And I'm telling you, the cost of living here is higher. In Connecticut is higher. In New Jersey is higher. Even PA, even upstate New York, which was
upstate New York, which a lot of poverty up there. Really, there's a lot of.
Those taxes are sick, but you know what? It is what it is. And I'm going to share a tip with you.
Here's a tip.
Yes, I learned from one of my mentors. I think I may have shared this, but not here. Because I do a lot of things for free99.com. A lot of times you'll catch me on my timeline. A lot of times you'll catch me on my personal development coaching page. And what I do is, because personal development, people don't know what that is. Basically, that is growing, by reading and by developing your inner development. It's not just external financial, but just how you view things, right?
If you're not okay with it, and a lot of stuff is not going to happen.
Exactly. You have to be open to it, and readers are leaders, or leaders are readers.
That's true. I like that. It's true.
Yeah, leaders are readers. So Grant Cardone, I got to give him a big up. If you haven't read his book, it's called the 10X rule. Okay. He says how, let's just say you want to make $100,000 a year, which, let me tell you something, $100,000 is not a lot of money. Okay. But
it used to be
a long time ago. Right. And if you're single, you have no kids, no expenses, 100 could still be good. Okay. And it depends on where you live. If you live in Idaho, 100,000 might be great.
You're doing well. You're doing well.
Yeah, exactly. So let's just take a $10,000 a month salary that you're getting, or income. Let's just call it.
So you're talking about like $2,500 a week.
Yeah, exactly. So 10,000 is before taxes. This is what we call gross, right? So let's just say you said, you know what, 10,000 is a good number. Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, here's the deal. Poor people, and I'm talking to you all out there that feel like you're always against the, having to go on to marketplace and sell your goods and stuff like that so you can get a couple bucks. The flea markets, I see more flea markets in my area than ever before. People selling all their crap.
They're booming, yep.
Yeah, they're booming because you have Hummels and you got, collectibles, and people are like,
people want to find that nugget that no one else sees, and they're going to make a lot of money off it.
And someone else's trash is someone else's treasure.
I don't blame them one bit.
Yeah. No, everybody's got, listen, if it's a choice of eating or having a collectible, you are selling that collectible.
You're going to sell that collectible, exactly.
Yes, exactly. So anyway, getting to my point was that the rich people do the opposite of what the poor people do. And poor people could be just average people. It doesn't have to be poor like you're desolate, like you're at the homeless shelter. I just mean like you're paying your bills and you have no money left over, okay? So Grant says if you make $10,000, take away $2,000 and put it for the IRS. Like just put it away.
Yeah.
Take another $2,000 and put it for savings. What are you left with? 10 minus 2 minus 2 leaves you
6,000.
6,000, correct. You have to now not trick yourself in thinking, oh, I made 10,000. I'm going to spend 10,000.
You made
You have to live with the 6,000. So say your rent is like 1,500, right? And you deduct that. And let's say your car payment's 400. You deduct that. Whatever your fixed expenses comes off the bottom number, not the top. And whatever you're left over with, that's what you can spend. Okay, after all your fixed expenses are done, whatever you're left with. Now, if you're not happy with what you're left with, then guess what? You need to make more than 10,000. The top number has to change, not the bottom. So that's what the rich do. Now I'm going to show you what the poor people do.
Okay, you got 1 minute before you have to go.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for that. So the poor people take the 10,000. They buy what they need to buy. They pay all their bills. And at the end, they got nothing left over. Nothing.
Yeah.
No money for the IRS. No money in savings. Because you know why? That faux rich is that, oh, I made 10,000. I can go to dinner. I can go to Chipotle every night and spend it because you feel rich. But you know what? At the end of the day, when you're spending everything and then you're seeing what's left over and you have nothing, as opposed to the rich, they put away first, and then what's left over they spend, right? After they pay their fixed expenses. So IRS, savings, pays the fixed expenses. Now, if you're only left with $20, guess what? You ain't going to Chipotle every day. You're looking at that $20. Oh my God, I have to go to the grocery store, maybe get some eggs. Maybe I'll make egg sandwiches for the next couple of days. You know, that's the way.
You'll buy a lot of ramen.
To be done. Oh yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with ramen noodles, but you know, you wouldn't
A lot of good recipes with ramen. I learned in my bachelor days.
Exactly. And you wouldn't think that there's enough, you know, ramen in the world. But you know what though? That's where the youth and that's where the sacrifice has to happen. Because I have to be honest with you, when I see older people and they're at Friendlies and they're taking out their coupons for the buy one, get one free, it's sad. There's so much poverty out there that you don't even see. And a lot of it has to do with the 65 and over, and they're living off that small.
They're not prepared for retirement.
Exactly. So here's the lesson of the day. Whatever income you make, take away $2,000 for savings, take away $2,000 for IRS. What's left over, pay your bills with it, and that's where you're going to see how much money you need to earn, and write yourself a check of, hey, I have to make more money. Maybe you have to take a part-time job. Maybe you have to start a small, you know, income job on the side, whatever it is. But that's my my nugget that I learned from Grant Cardone that I wanted to share.
Good job. Okay, Jenna has entrepreneur stuff to do, as does Herb. He'll put on his entrepreneur glasses, and we're ready to roll. All righty.
Have a happy hump day, everybody.
We'll see you tomorrow.
We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.